It was an accident, really. I wasn't searching for treasure, just wasting a Saturday wandering through a flea market. Rusted knife, cracked record, dusty toys. Nothing special. Until I saw it. A pocket clock. PV brass, cracked glass. Its hand twitching as impatience. The man at the stall said almost nothing, just smiled and whispered, "Don't press the crown unless you're ready." I should have asked him what he meant, but I didn't. I carried it home, wrapped in newspaper. It ticked faintly in my back, louder than it should have been, almost like it wanted my attention. I told myself it was just a clock, just brass and gears, but it felt alive. That night, I couldn't resist. I turned it over in my hand, traces the strangest symbols cuff into its back, and then I pressed the crown. The ticking stops, and so did everything else. The ceiling fan above me held him its pin, blades hanging in the air. The glass I had knocked over hung suspended. Time itself had stopped. It wasn't just quiet, it was an absence, like the world had forgotten how to breathe. Even my own heartbeat felt too loud in that stillness. I walked outside. The world was a frozen painting. Cars hung motionless. Raindrops leaked mid-air like diamonds. My neighbors stood mid-step, eyes open but vacant. I was the only one moving, the only one alive in a paused universe. When I pressed the crown again, some strode back, horns blared, footstep continued, and a dog barked. Nobody noticed. Nobody knew the word had stopped. Nobody but me. I told myself it was harmless, but I couldn't resist. Every night, I pressed the crown. I stole time, wandered empty street, read strangers' secrets, stood inches from rushing trains with no fear. It was intoxicating, but with each use, the silence grew heavier, the air colder, and then the whisper began. One night, in the frozen world, I wasn't alone. Down the empty street, past the still faces of strangers, I saw him, a man. He moved, slowly, deliberately, as though the silence belonged to him. He was holding a pocket clock too. Older, darker. Its ticking didn't match mine. He looked at me and smiled, like he had been waiting centuries for me to arrive.
You crazy. You shouldn't have.
Who are you? How are you moving?
Not important. What matters is, once you ring the clock, it rings you in time. Always collect his steps.
Faces in the frozen crowd began to change. Eyes, once blank, turned to follow me. The eyelids moved, shaping words I couldn't hear. My chest tightened. The silence pressed in like a hand around my throat. I slammed the crown down. The world lurched back to life. Cars moved. A baby cried from an open window. People blinked like nothing had happened. But my clock didn't stop. Its hands spun on their own, ticking faster, faster, like a heartbeat, out of control. I keep it locked in a drawer now, but at night, I still hear it, louder each time. Sometimes, I wake to find it in my hand, ground half pressed, and sometimes, I see figures outside my window, frozen silhouettes that vanish when I blink. The clock doesn't belong to me, it belongs to times, and time is running out. And maybe, the next time I press it, the world won't start again.